Hey everybody. Okay, today we're going to do a tumbler. This one here is been sanded to make it a little rough, and it's been wiped down with alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And then the other one we're going to pour a skin for, which will be this one here. We're going to pour a skin, let it dry overnight, and then wrap it like I did this one a few months ago. That's just a paint skin and glitter. It's got a little piece of white on it, but so yeah, we're gonna do something like that for the other one. And then after that dries, I'll show you how I apply it, and then we will resin. So this one here was a custom order. She brought me my cup, told me what she wanted. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It is FSU colors for anybody that is college sports fans. It is, they say it's crimson and gold. It's more of a marine color, or a dark maybe crimson, I don't know, like a burgundy, and gold and black. So we have got the berry by Folk Art. You've got black, and I also did put crimson red in there. Well, I think it's bright red, but I have some crimson we can throw in there too, because I don't want it to be so dark. I am going to put an FSU logo on it after the fact, so that will help brighten it up. And I will add in some gold glitter, and then we also have gold, that's Craft Smart. So that is our colors. We are going to make a little 4-ounce cup and start with that, and we're just going to do a pour over it and see how that goes. I'm going to start with the gold, what little bit of crimson I have mixed already, and then a little black. Some of this bright red, and some of the berry, some more gold, more of the bright red, more of the black, a little bit more of the berry, and we're going to start with that and see what we get. I just have it on a wire rack from the dollar store, and then a lid from one of those tubs, plastic tubs. We're just going to pour it over the top. I should be doing this on my Lazy Susan so we can see the whole thing, but it's got a bunch of bases and stuff on it right now. I'm going to let that drain for a minute. Stuff out of the way a little bit so I can turn it around. Hopefully we don't lose focus. I put that tray there mainly for focus. Okay, so this side here looks awesome. Okay, all covered except this one side. Go ahead and pour what is left in the cup down there. bit more in here just to help cover this one side. Checking it out. Hopefully you guys can see it too. Okay, I think we are good. Okay. So I am going to let it drip for a minute while we pick out colors for the other one, which we are going to do. Let me get out of the way. Excuse my arm for a minute. Gotta just set those over there. Colors back here. Okay, I think I'm just going to start filling this with some colors. Need to get some white. If I could open it. Some bright blue. And those are both Artist Loft Flow Acrylic. Okay, so let me, just a little bit of that teal left, so we'll use that. A little bit of this light blue that I made. And we're going to throw some aquas and greens in there, I think. Make that paint skin. So let me transfer this. Hey everybody. Okay, so I am back to put the decal on the tumbler. This is a different one that I poured in the video before. It's one I poured right after I got done with that one. That one there, I wasn't too happy with the way it looked. I'll actually grab it and show you real quick. I'm not too happy with the way it looked. So I went ahead and poured paint skins in the same color and added some brilliant yellow. And this is my paint skin. It's giant because I have another tumbler I'm going to do with it as well. So I did this paint skin and I am going to put that on that tumbler there. But for now, we're going to do this one that I poured after I shut the camera off. It's the same crimson, gold, and black. So it's still the Seminole colors for FSU. I taped the inside so the ridge where the cap screws on does not get any resin down in there. Then I have, now it's stuck, but here's a noodle inside there that I put the bottle on, because we're going to do the drip technique, because I don't have a tumbler machine. And right here where it's the darkest is where we're going to put the decal. And this is the decal we're using, and we're just going to put it right there. No, maybe down here. Yeah, I think down there. And right now I'm going to go ahead and mix up my resin. And I just got this Total Boat Tabletop Epoxy Part A and B that I am using. It is made especially for tabletops and bars and counters. So I am just taking my little medicine cups. I'm going to do Part A and Part B separate in those, equal amounts. And always check it, tip it and then check it at your eye level. Go down and look at your eye level for where your measurement is. That way you get a completely accurate measurement. Whoa. See, I got a little bit too much of the hardener. I always forget that it goes much faster out of the bottle than the resin. Okay, I need just a little bit more. Okay. And then I put my hardener in my cup first, and the resin second. The resin is heavier, so I like to put that on top of the hardener. Seems to mix well better that way. And then you're going to just want to stir that for about 2 minutes, minute and a half, until you see, like, it will have like stringy look to it. It's hard to see, but it has like a little stringy effect to it. And then once it's all mixed together, it doesn't have that. It's just clear. It's not cloudy anymore. There will be bubbles, but not many. So, and then make sure you scrape the sides of your cup and the bottom of your cup. That way you are getting all the resin residue off the sides and the bottom. And you just, like I said, you just stir, 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 stir. Make sure it gets all mixed good. So I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm just trying to get a lot of this little stuff done that I have going on in multiple steps and catching up. Okay, so that's good and mixed. Like I said, it will be clear. It will not be stringy anymore, but it will have bubbles. So I am going to go ahead and turn it this way so I can put that on. I am going to, before that, I am going to put a coat of resin on this side to help stick it down. And then decide, do I want it up here or do I want it down there? I think right there is good. We shall see, maybe. Okay, and now I'm going to try to get the bubbles out of that as well as I can. Let's put it upside down and I will adjust this until I get what I want and get all the bubbles out. Okay, so I like that placement. I'm going to go ahead and drip some resin down on that side and just use my foam brush and get it to go down as evenly as possible. This is going to take more than one coat, so still see a bubble in there, but okay. And then I'm just going to keep turning it and get all the sides done. So hopefully you can see that. So I'm going to get that done and then I will be back to show you what it looks like when it's dry. Thanks. Be right back. Okay, so wanted to go ahead and do the next step with you. This one here needs to be cleaned up, but it is finished. So this is the Florida State Seminoles cup. My hands were dirty, so I've got to go and clean that up with alcohol, rubbing alcohol. So I've got my rubbing alcohol, just a paper towel, and I am just going to go and wipe it down. Nice and clean after that. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to clean this one too while I'm at it. And then I have these drips up at the top. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. Okay, so these are the two cups I'm working on at the moment. It's got a paint, skin, and glitter. And this one here was just a pour over. And then with the decal on it. And then 2 layers of resin, and that's that. So I'm just going to clean up the edges up here. What I do is I take an X-Acto knife, I warm it up with my torch, just get it nice and warm, and then you just go, you can use your Dremel, that works too, but I just go through and I just cut the top. I have a Dremel, honestly. I'm just too lazy to get to it because I've got so much stuff in front of it right now. But that would work better, just so you know. It's a lot faster. But you just go through and keep heating your blade. And then after that, you just take a piece of 220 sandpaper and you just sand it down. Like that, and it will give you a smooth finish. It's going to take me a while to do that one because that's got 4 coats of epoxy because of the glitter. This one here only has 2, and it doesn't have as many drips because I actually taped it down. And another trick, instead of taping, is to take Vaseline or chapstick or anything like that, and you can just put that in the middle, and then when you get done, you just take your alcohol wipe and you clean it. The epoxy won't stick to that. So just a small little tip on how to do that and clean them up. And I will have many parts to this video because I have this one here that I had poured on with everybody in the beginning of this video, and I didn't like it, so I have a paint skin that I'm going to cover it with. That's going to be in part 2 video. So I'm going to get this video posted, and then I will have part 2 with this and a tumbler that I did a hydro dip on. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks so much. Take care, everyone.